Investigator Mahsa Saeidi is here now with what you, as parents, need to know.
Jen Keith, after the shooting in Parkland, a safety commission was formed. The Pinellas County Sheriff is the chairman of that commission. He tells me that schools are safer now than before, but we wanted to know about the work that still needs to be done.
The reality of it is that it's going to happen again. We've seen this time and again. And the question is when and where.
There are more than 4,000 schools in Florida. Pinellas Sheriff Bob Gualtieri says now each campus has locked classrooms, a single point of entry, and at least one person armed with a gun. It's called sight hardening, and while it doesn't completely block a shooter, it should slow them down.
It's what's going to keep from having mass casualties when the event happens. It's going to stop it as soon as it starts.
Gualtieri says now it's time to put the focus on prevention. Each day, dozens report potential threats. The tips are examined by police or at times by so-called threat management teams at schools.
The way you connect those dots after you've gotten the information, assessed the threat, is through threat management.
Does every school in the Bay Area have a threat assessment team?
Yes. Some of them are being done well, some are not, and there's a lot of room for improvement, and so we need to make them all robust.
The Marjorie Stoneman Douglas Public Safety Commission working to improve this process. Gualtieri says the commission is also asking the Florida Department of Education to produce data on another safety measure: silent panic alarms. The alarms required by Alyssa's law allow school officials to immediately notify police of an active shooter.
We don't know whether we're in compliance.
Another recommendation yet to be perfected: incident reporting. Schools are required to report everything from vandalism to rape and battery.
And we're seeing some problems where those incidents are not being accurately reported. We need to get our arms around that because they're indicators of a culture. They're indicators of the climate of the campus.
The work to secure schools never ending.
There's no finish line to school safety, and it requires a team effort by law enforcement, by the schools, by the parents, and by the kids themselves.
So if you have questions about the safety measures at your school, you can check in with the principal. They're going to have information that the state may not have gathered yet. Here's another thing that you can do. You can download Fortify Florida, Fortify FL on your phone. It's a reporting app. I just downloaded it. And if you see a threat, you can let law enforcement know anonymously. So often we hear that people saw something weird. They thought there was a problem. They didn't report it. So that's something that we can all do right now.
Have your phone, download the app. I guess it's free, this download.
Yep.
And to recap, improvements need to be made. So what's next?
So the sheriff tells me that the commission is meeting in November to discuss these issues. After that, they're going to make some recommendations to lawmakers for the upcoming session. So these three measures that need to be improved, that's what's going to happen in the next session, we hope.
All right.
Thank you, Mahsa. And if you have something that you want Mahsa to investigate,